Ready for spoilers? We'll dive into the action-packed world of 2008's Terra Nova. Get ready to meet Zillan and the other prisoners sent to a remote Arctic island. We'll explore their brutal fights, desperate survival plans, and the mysteries they face in this hostile territory. Buckle up for a thrilling story. Terra Nova, meaning New Land in Russian, is a 2008 action film directed by Alexander Milnik. It follows the story of Konstantin Lavronenko and other actors as prisoners sent to the harsh environment. Filming took place in several countries, including Russia, Ukraine, Malta, and Norway. With prisoners overflowing the death penalty abolished, they came up with a new solution, such as sending prisoners to a remote island called Novaya Zemlya as part of an experiment. This movie tells the story of these prisoners and their struggle in this harsh island. The cast includes actors like Konstantin Lavronenko and Andrei Peskov. This dystopian action film, titled Novaya Zemlya, in its original Russian, takes place in a future where the death penalty is abolished and prisons are overcrowded. To address this issue, internal organizations embarked on a risky experiment, sending convicts to a remote island called Novaya Zemlya. The film follows the struggle of these prisoners as they face the harsh realities and challenges for their new, unforgiving environment. Terra Nova has received recognition for its cinematography, winning the Best Cinematography Award at the Russian Guild of Film Critics and being nominated for similar awards at other festivals. The film itself was also nominated for various awards, including the grand prize of the festival at the Sochi Open Russian Film Festival. In the future, with death penalty gone, prisons will be packed. Officials came up with a strange solution: send the prisoners to a remote freezing island and let them figure it out. They drop the prisoners off, give them keys to unlock their chain and leave. But things don't go smoothly. Chaos erupts and violence breaks out, especially between the Russians and Chechens. This movie, directed by Alexander Milnik, explores this brutal situation. One reviewer mentioned on IMDb how he enjoyed the movie, even though it reminded him of another American film. He found the movie well made, especially for a Russian crime and prison movie. They liked the realistic and sometimes funny dialogue between the prisoners, but also acknowledged that the movie is very violent and features scenes of cannibalism and sadism. They even appreciated the surprise appearance of actor Tommy Lister. However, the reviewer found the ending confusing and disappointing. Another reviewer is very enthusiastic about the movie Novaya Zemlya and believe it represents a new era of Russian cinema. They praised the film for moving away from pride tropes and offering beautiful scenery, exploration of human behavior, and good acting. They were even surprised to see a famous American actor appear. A third review enjoyed the movie Terra Nova for its interesting plot. He noted how the movie focuses on an experiment where prisoners are left alone to survive in a remote area. There's plenty of excitement and tension throughout the movie. The director Alexander Milnik is praised for his work in presenting the characters in a relatable and engaging way. Strong acting, says the reviewer, who also highlights the performance of Konstantin Lavronenko, who plays the character of Zillan. Overall, the reviewer recommends the movie, calling it nice and interesting. Reviewer Amber Wilkinson, who reviewed the movie for the website www.i4film.co.uk, noted the film Terra Nova to be a brutal story with dark humor. In 2013, with the death penalty abolished, prisons were overflowing. To address this, authorities sent convicts to a remote freezing island called Novaya Zemlya. The characters include Ivan Zillan, Konstantin Lavronenko, who is a seemingly calm but deadly prisoner. Nikolai, Andrei Peskov, plays Zillan's psychopathic cellmate. Monkey, Pavel Sportchikov, is a power-hungry convict who takes control. Talking about the story, the reviewer said that the prisoners are transported together and tensions rise, particularly between Russians and Chechens. Abandoned by the authorities, the prisoners descend into chaos and violence. Zillan attempts to survive alone with Nikolai, but they must return to the dangerous camp as winter approaches. In his review, he mentioned that director Alexander Milnik creates a visually impressive film with a large cast and well-developed characters, despite some unclear motivation. The harsh environment serves as a backdrop for the horror faced by the men. Despite its dark theme, the film uses humor in Nikolai's rambling and the absurdity of the situation. The film is slightly long and the ending is considered weak by some, but the overall story is entertaining. This movie explores themes of living in exile, future barbarians, and cannibals. Criminals are sent to a remote island as a punishment, facing harsh conditions and isolation. In this future world, the harsh environment and desperation lead to brutal behavior and violence amongst the exiles. Some characters resort to extreme measures for survival, including consuming human flesh. Terrible, isn't it? In a nutshell, this movie tells the story of a group of violent criminals sent to a remote freezing island called Terra Nova. The criminals, including the main character Ivan Zillan, played by Konstantin Lavronenko, are forced to choose between life in prison or exile in the island. The island is harsh and lacks resources, leading to desperation and conflicts among the prisoners. A powerful criminal named Monkey takes control and creates a brutal society with cannibalism. Ivan tries to survive on his own before eventually teaming up with another prisoner, Nikolai, played by Andrei Peskov. To escape, they must even consider seeking help from the very people they're trying to escape from. You will be surprised to know that there was another American drama series that was aired by Fox on television with the same name, and that is none other than Terra Nova. Well, want to know what's the plot as well? Stay tuned. Terra Nova was a science fiction TV show on Fox. It only lasted one season, airing from September 11 to December 11. The show followed the Shannon family, who traveled back in time to escape the polluted future Earth. They joined a colony set up millions of years in the past. The show had a famous producer, Steven Spielberg, but it was cancelled after just one season. In the future, 2149, Earth will be crowded and polluted, making it hard to survive. Scientists find a way to travel back in time to a period where dinosaurs roamed the Earth. The story follows the Shannon family, who joined a colony called Terra Nova in this prehistoric world. Mom, a doctor, is chosen to go because of her skills. Dad, who broke the law to protect his younger daughter, stows away to be with his family and eventually convinces the leader, Commander Taylor, that he's helpful. There are bad guys too. A group called Sixers want to take resources from the past and bring them to the future, even if it harms the environment. They work with the company and even the leader's son, Lucas. In the end, Dad goes back to the future to stop traveling to the past and the bad guys retreat. But a mysterious object hints there might be more time travel adventures to come. Life in Terra Nova includes the colony being led by a strict commander and protected by a big gate. They face dangers like dinosaurs and rebels from the future. Overall, Terra Nova is a family-friendly show with action, dinosaurs, and some future elements. It might not be as dark and edgy as some hope, feeling more like a mix of Jurassic Park and Avatar. Still, there's potential of an intriguing story, and it's worth checking out if you like sci-fi or family shows. Even though the drama series Terra Nova on Fox got a lot of attention, it found it difficult to live up to the hype or reach its full potential. However, there are still many things to look forward in the show. It's a big and exciting story with a cast of characters you'll likely enjoy. It also seems like there will be many different storylines to keep viewers interested, especially those who missed the show Lost. The only problem is when the show focuses on dinosaurs, which will probably happen often since Steven Spielberg is involved. After all, he's known for the movie like Jurassic Park. But before we worry about dinosaurs, let's talk about what Terra Nova does best, the future setting. Comparing the Russian film with the American TV series of the same name, we can say that the plot of a Russian film Terra Nova focuses on a future where capital punishment has been abolished and prisons have become overcrowded. Authorities select dangerous prisoners and ship them to an isolated island called Novaya Zemlya, New Earth, for an experiment, survival in a harsh environment amongst themselves. The film depicts a brutal power struggle among the prisoners as they form rival groups. It delves into themes of social control, violence, and the potential of savagery in extreme situations. The setting is a bleak and unforgiving landscape, adding to the film's tense and gritty atmosphere. It's important to distinguish this Russian film from the 2011 American sci-fi television series, which had the same title. Terra Nova was a short-lived American science fiction drama television series that aired on Fox in 2011. It presented a dystopian future in the 2149, where Earth is overpopulated and ravaged by pollution. If you like watching our video, click on like and subscribe to our channel for more updates.